were originally called the Blue Stockings. It was shortened to Blue Hose. Students adopted it in the 50s, and that's where we are.
Now we know, Joe.
That's it.
There's not much more explanation we need.
Anthony Jordan, James Barker, Glenn Tewitt, the officials. Vanderbilt in all white, moving left to right. The tip in the air controlled easily by Festus Ezeli, and we are underway. Presbyterian opens man-to-man. Taylor blows right by his man. Two-hand jam.
Well, there was going to be a high ball screen coming to his left, and the defender looked at that, and then Taylor just really took him hard right to the baseline and jammed it.
Took about 15 seconds. Vanderbilt on the board, leading 2-0. Entry pass into the lane. A little one-hander by Johnson is no good. Tinsley with a rebound for the Commodores. Vanderbilt will want to run at every opportunity. Tinsley off a screen from Festus, pulls up, brings it back outside, picks up the dribble, needs somebody to come and get the basketball. It will be Andre Walker, deep right wing. Andre dribbling with the left hand, looking to hand it off to Jenkins. Now goes right side to Taylor. Now up top, Tinsley. Bradford, too good. Had a foot on the line, and the Commodores come out red hot, 2 for 2, leading 4-0.
Well, Presbyterian's really putting a lot of pressure on the perimeter right there. You're going to be able to get some backdoor cuts, so you may see a specific play on a backdoor cut next time down.
Coleman up top. They work it around Miller. Ball stolen by Tinsley. Tinsley coming the other way. Miller defending, and the shot is no good. They're going to call the blocking foul on Miller, and that, I believe, is one of those, Tim, where if they'd made the basket, they wouldn't have called the foul. The foul on Miller, his first, team's first, and Tinsley will go to the line. Brad last year averaged 6.9 points per game. He was 86% from the free throw line last year. And his first one is up and no good. Tinsley settles back in for the second one. And this one rims and falls. 5-0 Commodores, just over a minute gone here in the first half. Miller, 5'10" junior out of Warner Robins, Georgia. Coleman dribbling with the left hand, takes it to the basket, laid it up and in. Nice move by Coleman.
Well, what Festus has to do right there on Coleman is basically back off of him a little bit and don't let him penetrate to the basket.
Coleman, 5 career 20-point games. Gets onto the board, 5-2 Commodores. Taylor off a couple of screens, dribbles top of the key, drives the lane, spins, can't shoot. Tinsley entry pass is Ezeli. Lowers a shoulder, 3-second violation. Was in there a little bit too long. First Commodore turnover. So the Blue Holes will bring it up. Miller wearing number 3. In his past career, he has worn number 4. He changed to 3 this year, maybe because he's the career 3-point leader at Presbyterian. Working it around. Troyley almost walked at the top. His jumper from straightaway is too strong. Tinsley loose ball. Still loose. Picked up by Presbyterian's Miller. Miller backs up at the free throw line. Can't shoot. Gives it to Johnson. Johnson, the Hendersonville, Tennessee product. Back to Miller. Vanderbilt man-to-man. They have been throughout here early on. Miller dribbling to the left wing. Now crosses it back to the right. Spin move in the lane. Teardrop is way offline. Rebound Walker. Just sort of threw it toward the basket. Walker behind the back dribble front court. Great screen from Festus. Slip screen inside. And Ezeli laid it in.
Well, that was a mismatch right there. I believe Troyley got switched up on Festus, and he just drove him down to the block and was an easy layup.
7-2 Commodores. 17:25 to go in the first half from Memorial Gym. Miller down low. Coleman backs in on Festus. Spin, step through, laid it up, and got the roll. That was a veteran move.
Yeah, used his body.
Coleman with all 4 for Presbyterian. 7-4 the Vanderbilt lead. Taylor 3, right wing, good.
Well, that's what the coaching staff likes to see right there. With
timeout, Presbyterian College.
Ball screens, the defender's got to come up and hedge higher because that was a wide open jump shot. And also off those ball screens, Vanderbilt's getting penetration. So you got to believe the defender's going to come a little higher next time. You might be able to slip that screen.
Vanderbilt 4 for 4 from the field in the early going. Troyley left wing, Johnson entry pass. Coleman goes baseline. He's up under the backboard, laid it up and in. Coleman putting on a little clinic right here on scoring in the post. He's got all 6 of the Blue Hose points. 10-6 the Vanderbilt lead. John Jenkins touches the ball for the first time tonight to Walker. They look for the backdoor cut to Jenkins. It wasn't open. Taylor up top, dribbling the basketball. Left wing Tinsley. Brad up top, Walker kicks it back out to Tinsley. Brad in the lane, throws it up toward the rack, and Taylor finished it with two hands.
Well, that was not a shot. He saw Taylor coming down the baseline, and that was a great pass that time. Perfectly thrown where Taylor could just take it and just rip it.
12-6. The Vanderbilt lead. Taylor was 7 early. Miller front court bounce past Coleman. Coleman goes baseline again on Festus. Stumbled, throws it away. Jenkins on the steal into the front court. Will wait for his teammates. Dribbles through traffic. Finds Taylor, threw it away. Jeffrey saves it near the center line to Tinsley. Good hustle by Jeff. 15:45 to go first half. Vanderbilt leading 12-6. Inside Festus on the low block, banks it up and in. If he gets it there, they can't stop him.
Well, what Festus has to do on the defensive end right now is really start to play off of him a little bit. So make him take that jump shot. Don't let him get into your body.
Vanderbilt 6 of 6 from the field. Commodores leading 14-6. Johnson down low. Coleman going to try it again. This time Festus right with him, and he's going to be called for a 3-second violation. That time the big guy stood his ground. Coleman had nowhere to go. Thank you very much, Robert. Vanderbilt leads 14-6. Steve Chingang into the game, 6'9" junior from Cameroon, replacing Festus Ezeli. For Presbyterian, number 44, Jay Reynolds, a 6'10", 245-pound sophomore from Maryville, Tennessee, is in the contest as well. Also, number 21, Walt Allen, 6'4", senior out of London, Kentucky. Commodores throw the ball away. Presbyterian on the turnover coming the other way. Miller drives to the basket. Shot rejected by Tinsley, and Brad gets the rebound. Sends it to the rim. Taylor, third dunk of the game.
Well, I tell you, Brad Tinsley's a really good passer in the open court right there. He has a really good vision of the court, and he just made just a beautiful touch pass for a dunk.
Jeffrey looking every bit all SEC here early. He's got 9 points. Commodores lead 16-6. Coleman squares to the basket on Chingang. Forces his way into the lane, kicks it cross court. Miller, and his three from the corner is good. Pierre Miller, 98th career three-pointer. It's 16-9 Commodores, 14:25 to go first half. Blue Hose still in the man-to-man. Tinsley's pass stolen by Coleman. Coleman to the basket, lays it up, missed it. Rebound Tinsley. Brad bothered him just enough to make him change the shot, and he couldn't finish it. Tinsley works it to the right wing, to the basket, to the corner now. Taylor for three. Good! Oh, my goodness. Jeffrey Taylor with a dozen. 19-9 Commodores. Vanderbilt's 8 of 9 from the field, and Jeff is 5 for 5 and 2 for 2 behind the arc. Allen up top. Mutakabir to Miller. Miller guarded left wing, down low to Coleman. They just go to Coleman every time. Coleman drives into the lane on Chingang. Spins, puts it up, good. Taylor, I think Taylor got a fingertip on it, but it still went in.
He's a pretty effective post player.
Well, he's getting it done.
Fundamentally sound. He gets his body up into you.
I wonder if maybe Vanderbilt will start slapping a double team down on him. Tinsley for a three. Good. Brad Tinsley.
It's not going to really matter when you're 3 of 4 from the
if you're shooting 90% from the field, you probably got a good chance. 22-11 Commodores. Tinsley was 6. 13 minutes to go first half. Allen spots for a three that's in and out. No good. Tinsley with another rebound. They want to run. Front court Taylor. Right wing will stop right there. Dribbles to the baseline in the corner. Jeff picks up his dribble. Skips it up top to Tinsley. Now Andre Walker left wing. Taylor straight away. Guarded by Allen. Off the screen from Chingang. Down inside to Steve. Back to the basket. Spins right. Tries to force up a shot. Cannot. Back out to Tinsley. Shot fake. Lets the man clear. Back out to Chingang. Shot clock at 8. Got to get it in somebody's hands to shoot. Walker. Shot clock at 3. Andre fall away from the baseline. It's no good. Rebound is going to be Presbyterian. Taylor could have been called for over the back there, but the Blue Hose coming the other way. And Taylor has got that fist up in the air saying, I need a breather. He's had a pretty good 8 minutes.
Tell you what, he has.
Blue Hose in the front court. Mutakabir guarded by Taylor. Tries to go left, cut off by Jeff. Works off a screen from Coleman. Now goes to Coleman left wing. Coleman hesitates, step back, can't shoot. Mutakabir straight away, drives right. Fall away 15-footer is no good. Tinsley another rebound. For Brad, that's number 4. Down court, Jenkins behind everybody, laid it in. Tinsley is seeing the court beautifully tonight.
Well, and then you're talking about Jenkins, who realizes that Tinsley has the rebound.
Another true freshman, Kyle Fuller, 6'1", out of Moreno Valley, California. Now, at the next dead ball, we will have a media timeout. So the Commodores, Fuller, Jenkins, Odom, Chingang, and Goulburn on the court. Troyley down on the baseline right side, squares to the basket on Odom, tries to work his way in a little closer, puts up a contested shot and banked it in. Well, he worked hard for the look, and he got it and knocked it in his first points, 24-13.
Well, Odom did a pretty solid job defensively right there. That
made him make a tough shot. That's right. 11-10 to go first half. Jenkins, long three, off the iron, no good. Rebound, Goulburn for the Commodores, skies and brings it down. Fresh 35, Fuller. Jenkins, pass was a little behind him, puts up a contested shot, sort of forced it up, no good. Blue Hose with a rebound. Into the front court, Mutakabir. Looking down inside, number 1, Joshua Clybom, a 6'8" freshman from Charlotte, North Carolina, on the court for the Blue Hose. Johnson out of Hendersonville with the basketball. Fuller works around the screen. Johnson goes baseline, cut off. Goulburn knocked it out of bounds.
Well, I tell you what, I love Lance Goulburn. Yep. I mean, that kid, he gets these long,
Mississippi State.
97.1 RQQ.
Let's send it back to Tim and Joe.
Vanderbilt leading 24-13 after the immediate timeout. Presbyterian College with the basketball. Mutakabir into the hands of Josh Johnson, 6'3" junior. Guarded by Fuller. It's Fuller, Odom, Tinsley, Ezeli, and Goulburn on the court now for Kevin Stallings. Three from the right wing is no good. Battle for the rebound, out of bounds to the Commodores.
So we got away with one right there. I think Festus maybe hit that ball out of bounds, but Coleman probably has a little bit of a gripe.
Alonzo Coleman thought so too, but it's going to go Vanderbilt's way. Now Pierre Miller back in for PC.
Well, now they got Brad Tinsley playing the 2-guard position with Kyle Fuller at the 1 right now.
Fuller brings it across the center line as we approach the midway point of the first half. Odom low block, Ezeli backs in, puts it up right hand, good.
Well, Coleman doesn't have an answer for Ezeli down low at the block. Once he establishes that big body down there, it's tough for Coleman to move him off.
Festus was 6, Commodores 26, Presbyterian 13, just past the 10-minute mark in the first half. Vanderbilt is 11 of 15 from the field. Johnson up top, guarded by Goulburn. Commodores have gone man-to-man all the way. Coleman dribbling, drives into the lane on Festus, kicks it to the wing. Miller. Shot fake, steps closer. 15-footer is no good. Festus with a rebound. Outlet to Tinsley. Commodores really pushing the tempo. Tinsley hesitates, gets a screen at the top. Comes right side, Goulburn. Goulburn kicks it around to Odom. Odom down inside to Festus, about 10 feet away. Put it on the floor, and he was fouled by Coleman. That kind of bailed him out a little bit. He was about to lose the basketball, but the contact, Tim, knocked it loose. The first on Coleman, only the second on Presbyterian College.
Well, he was making a good move right there. The defense collapsed on him. He's got to be able to handle that basketball. And when he gets double-teamed, is to kick that ball back out.
Brad Tinsley gets a much-deserved breather. He's had an excellent first 10 minutes. Jeffrey Taylor, who's also had a great 10 minutes, comes back in. So now Fuller will play the 1. And Taylor, I guess, will play the 2. Jeff with the basketball. Tried to force it inside, batted away. Stolen by PC, coming the other way. Miller bounced past him. Mutakabir could not hang on. He actually threaded the needle pretty nicely with that pass. Mutakabir could not hang on, and they turn it over. That's turnover number 4.
Well, if Mutakabir gets that ball, though, he's still got some work to do because Taylor's going after it when he takes it up.
Almost 9 minutes to go first half. Fuller to his fellow freshman Odom. Odom off the screen from Festus. Dribbling on the right wing. Bounce past Goulburn. Goulburn in the lane. A lot of contact. Shot blocked. Saved by Lance on the baseline to Taylor. Shot clock did not reset. It's at 13. Tried to force the pass inside. Another turnover. PC coming the other way. Miller to Coleman. He'll spot for a 3, and it is no good. Long rebound. Back outside to Coleman near the center line. 26-13, the Vanderbilt lead with 8:35 to go first half. Coleman 25 feet away from the basket. They work it around to Troyley. Ball tipped by Odom. Saved by Johnson on the sideline. Johnson drives with the left hand, cut off nicely by Taylor. Shot clock counting down to 15. Johnson finally in the lane, and a one-hander is good.
Well, Odom's got to step up just a tad quicker right there to cut off that penetration.
26-15, the Commodore lead. 8:10 to go first half. Odom straight away, guarded by Troyley. Puts it on the floor. Blew past him, dished it inside.
Oh.
Festus dunked, but wave it off. There was a foul on the floor.
I tell you what, he makes a great pass off of penetration right there. And when he heard the whistle blow, that's kind of, I mean, it was a great pass. They should have let it go. But when they hear the whistle like that, you got to put it on the rim to get two.
Foul on Troyley, his first, team's third. Vanderbilt has not committed a foul in the first 12 minutes of this game. Now Joshua Clive, the 6'8 freshman from Charlotte, back in to give Coleman a breather.
Let's see if they're going to go a lob right here.
Fuller instead sends it out, and Goldburn runs it down near the center line. 8 minutes to go first half. Taylor 12 first half points to Odom. Down inside to Festus, lost the handle, got it back. Double team Festus, and the ball knocked out of bounds by PC. Commodores retain possession, 23 on the shot clock. Media timeout, 7:53 of 16. Presbyterian 41%, 7 of 17. Commodores inbound after the timeout. They send it up top to Andre Walker. Right side Taylor. Taylor looking down inside, goes to Festus. They throw it back out quickly to Walker. Walker dribbled through a couple of guys, bounced it inside to Festus, slammed him home. Big, strong body, one-hand jam. Festus is 4 for 4 tonight. He's got 8 points. Not many answers for that.
No.
28-15, 7:30 to go first half. Coleman, who has been their primary offense tonight, picks up his dribble. Festus all over him about 25 feet away. He finally gets it to Miller out in the center circle. Miller handoff to Johnson. Shot clock at 10. Johnson asking for a screen from Reynolds up top. Gets one. They switch. The three is good. Josh Johnson out of Hendersonville, Tennessee. 5 points. The lead down to 10 now at 28-18. 7 minutes to go first half.
Well, that's a tough shot right there. I mean, it was a decent hedge, not a great hedge, but that was just a
pass intended for John Jenkins, knocked out of bounds by PC. 26 on the shot clock. Now Troyley will return. Jake Troyley for the Blue Hose as Reynolds sits down. For Vanderbilt, Walker, Ezeli, Taylor, Tinsley, Jenkins. Starting 5 on the court right now. Festus takes the inbounds pass, hands it to Andre Walker. Now to Tinsley. Festus sets a flat screen up high for Tinsley, who moves left. Now finds Taylor. Open three straight away. Jeff in and out, no good. Long rebound, Miller for PC. Loose ball kicked and saved on the baseline by Coleman. Lead pass stolen by Tinsley. He's doing it all in the first half. Rad front court. Jenkins, open three, no good. Rebound foul. They're going to get Festus over the back. That's his first. That's the first foul on Vanderbilt tonight. And it comes with 6:23 to go. And let's see, and I see Steve Chingang come up.
Yeah.
Brad Frederick told us in the pregame they thought they would bring Festus out after his first foul. His first foul didn't come until 13 and a half minutes in.
And they're impressed with that, because if you look at his stats, he's 4 for 4 from the field with 8 points and done a really solid job tonight.
Blue Hose with a chance to get the lead down into single digits. 6:15 to go in the half. Inside Troyley, double team. Tinsley stole it for a moment. Troyley got it back. Troyley spins right. Follow away. Walker says no. Rejects it out of bounds. 18 to shoot. They'll inbound right in front of the Commodore bench on the baseline. Got to watch Miller in the corner over here. They bounce it into the lane. Coleman puts it up. The shot is no good. Chingang got a hand on it. Tinsley runs it down. Into the front court to Walker. Left wing Jenkins. John goes baseline. Step back. His two-pointer is good. That was a tough shot from 17 feet.
That was an unguardable shot. It's a Larry Bird kind of drive step back, and you get going, your momentum going backwards. You can't get out there and stop that.
John with 4, 30-18. Vanderbilt 13 of 20 from the field tonight. Chingang fell down in the lane, and he's going to be called basically for tripping Coleman in the lane. Coleman fell over him in the lane, and they're going to whistle Chingang for the tackle.
Well, I don't know if Steve grabbed him or not, but at the same time, it looked to me like Coleman just started to back up and tripped over the top of him.
Second foul on the Commodores, first on Chingang. Taylor knocks the inbounds pass out of bounds.
Well, you got to be able, Chingang's got to turn and see Coleman because he's trying to slide in there at the gaps. And if he gets that ball down low again, he's going to score. You got to be able to see where he's coming from the perimeter.
Yeah. Well, it took us approximately 14 minutes before Anthony Jordan and Kevin Stallings exchanged a little conversation on the baseline. The jumper is short. Rebound Chingang. I don't know what it was about. Jordan basically telling Kevin, just settle down. I got it. No problem. Vanderbilt in front court. 5:20 to go first half. Tinsley dribbling on the right wing. He's had an excellent first half. Walker spins into the lane. Fall away, can't shoot. Back to Tinsley. Now to Jenkins. They went for the steal, didn't get it. John's three is no good. Rebound Walker and a foul. They're going to get, that's not a good call. They're going to get Walker for the foul, but that's two guys with even opportunity to go for the basketball, and Andre's going to be called for it.
Yeah, that was just a really good effort that time by Andre. He had just as much right to that ball.
Third foul on the Commodores. 5:05 to go first half. Vanderbilt leading 30-18. Miller front court. Bounce pass down low. Coleman, great quick spin move. Laid it up with the left hand. Good. Blew right past Chingang on the baseline. Coleman in double figures with 10.
Well, if you're going to get beat, you want to get beat to the middle of the floor a little bit where you can get some help.
Tinsley to the rack. Laid it up and in. Nobody cut him off. Brad with 8. 32-20. 4:30 to go first half. Tinsley with 8.6 rebounds, 4 assists in the first half. Troyley guarded in the man-to-man by Walker. Hands it back to Pierre Miller. Miller calling the play out in the center circle. Right wing to Coleman. Coleman wants to go one-on-one. Drives to the baseline, puts it up over the backboard, missed everything. Rebound Andre Walker coming the other way. And there's the foul. They get Coleman on a trip as Chingang fell. Was it Coleman or Miller?
I think it was Coleman. Yeah, he's going to sit down.
That is his second. And, Tim, that happened about 20 feet behind the basketball. It was already up into the front court.
I think they just got their feet caught up right there.
Well, turnabout fair play. He fell over Chingang, got a foul on Steve. Tripped Steve, got a foul on Coleman. 4 minutes to go first half. Tinsley in front court. Vanderbilt 14 of 22 from the field here in the first half. Walker squares to the basket, finds Tinsley. Sends it into the lane. Chingang, one-hander. No good. Follow's going to be waved off. Taylor was going to go up and tomahawk it home. The sad thing is, Tim, I'm not sure the ball might not have in game one. 3:48 to go in the first half. Vanderbilt 32, Presbyterian College 20. Blue Hose with the basketball. As Mutakabir brings it across the center line, picked up by Lance Goldburn. Beautiful backdoor pass to Johnson, who laid it in. Josh Johnson just sneaked from behind the defense on the baseline, was wide open. 32-22. Goldburn deep right wing. One dribble to the top, Taylor. Jeffrey to the lane, goes to the basket, laid it in. 14 for Taylor.
That's kind of his signature move where he takes it hard to the basket, then that really big jump stop that gets him all the way to the rim.
Jeff 6 for 7 from the field in the first half. 34-22 the Commodore lead. Johnson guarded by Tinsley about 22 feet away. To Mutakabir. Crossover dribble, steps back at the free throw line, bounce past Reynolds down low. Reynolds a one-hander over Festus, way offline. Rebound Goldburn, outlet to Tinsley. Commodores coming the other way. Brad to the center of the court, pulls the trigger from 3, got it.
Got a really nice screen that time by Andre Walker.
Tinsley with 11. Boy, he's had a great first half. 11 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. 37-22, 2:30 to go first half. Reynolds straight away to Mutakabir. Khalid Mutakabir asking for a screen, finally drives baseline, spins fall away. Festus rejects it, then goes and gets the basketball. Hands it to Tinsley. 2:10 to go. Front court, Tinsley crossover dribble. Picks up his dribble now, goes to Walker, deep right wing. Andre dribbles to the top to Goldburn. Lance for a 3. Good!
Well, I tell you, Lance Goldburn read that screen. The Presbyterian player was going low underneath, and he just kind of went off of a fade screen there. Good delivery that time by Andre Walker.
Greg Nybert, the head coach for PC, going, what do I do here? They're 17 of 25 from the field. 3 is no good by Johnson. Tinsley with another rebound, his 7th. Outlet to Taylor. Jeffrey to the rack. One flush.
Well, I tell you what, Jeff Taylor took one dribble from about 30 feet away and was able to get to the rim.
And give Tinsley another assist Jeff was 16 in the first half, 42-22. Miller, top of the key to Johnson. 1:15 to go first half. And when Jeff broke for the rim, it was like, get out of the way. You don't want to get in front of that. Miller between the legs dribble, drives in, kicks it back across to Mutakabir. Mutakabir guarded by Goldburn. Shot clock at 6. Commodores have turned up the defense a little bit. Johnson 25 feet away, launches one toward the backboard, got the back rim, no good. Rebound Andre Walker, and Kevin Stallings exhorting them to go. Walker to the corner. Taylor, contact and a foul. They're going to get Walker for contact and moving screen. His second, team's fourth. The PC player did go to the floor, Tim, over there as that contact came in the corner.
Well, the reason he went to the floor is because he jumped in front of Jeff Taylor, and it should have been a block.
Tinsley,
he was bumped that time by Andre Walker, but nowhere near a foul.
Tinsley and Azili sit down. Well-deserved hand. Both have had an excellent first half. They're a combined 8 for 8 from the field. Between them, 19 points and 9 rebounds. And Tinsley's got 7 of those. 33 seconds to go. There's a 10-second difference in the shot clock and the game clock. Walt Allen out of Kentucky hands it to Miller. They'll run the clock down as far as they can as the shot clock now counting down to 10. Miller guarded by Kyle Fuller. Top of the key, Johnson. Shot clock at 4. Johnson driving, spins, fall away one-hander is an air ball. Timeout taken by Kevin Stallings. Should have actually been a shot clock violation. The ball didn't hit the rim. Good friend of ours. Here we go. 8 seconds into the front court. Tinsley, 6, 5, 4. Brad driving right to the basket, scoop short. Rebound PC as time expires. Tinsley looking to the glass.